The main point of this video is to try and be as transparent with you. Forgive me for not sharing this. What's up guys, how we doing? My name is Joshua, and in today's video I'm going to be just sharing with you kind of what's happening in my life. I'm going to try and make it as fast as possible. It's been such a crazy journey. This is my time to just open up to you guys. I guess more importantly is like open up myself, because I want to be able to make another form of content that is even better. You know, I'm always here looking to do something better. Anyway, with that, this is just gonna be talking head. So grab your drink, just kick back, and let's get started. You probably hear from my videos that like, oh, I may talk right, or I may talk good. Like, spoiler alert, everything is written out, everything is scripted. I do a lot of research prior to my videos, and then I just read them, and then I do my B-roll. That's actually been a process of mine that has been able to really help me during the season of life that I'm at. That's why my content is the way that it is. You know, I took a lot of inspiration from some bigger YouTubers, more specifically Andres Vidoza. I mean, we all know him. He's huge, he's great. I actually happened to meet him a few years ago at a convention, and dude, yeah, he's sick. He's so down to earth, you know, and his content is really up there. But neither here nor there. I got a lot of inspiration from the type of content that he was making when he was just doing voiceovers and B-roll. Again, in my time of just where I'm at, you know, it takes a lot for me to set the camera up, have the lighting, do the voiceover, have the audio the way that it is, and I just couldn't make content that way. So I've been creating content for about 4 years now. I started doing PC builds. I was at the time building all of my friends' computers, and you know, there was this huge regret I had prior to this, was that I was in the car community, the car culture, and I was like, man, you know, I should have documented everything, and I did it, you know, and that's okay. You know, during that time, my wife and I, we were going to car shows and everything, and it was really special between us, and I felt like if maybe that was all documented and shown to the world, that it wouldn't be special. But maybe that's just an excuse. Maybe that's an excuse as to why I didn't do it. But I mean, back in the day, growing on Instagram was so easy. You can post a picture and instant 100 likes in like less than an hour, like 5 followers. So repeat, and it's just like, I think at the time I had gone to like 8,000 subscribers, or sorry, 8,000 followers on Instagram, but that page got deleted, you know, with that life as well. You know, I might be a little bit hardcore when it comes to like things, but I feel like there's always going to be a new version of you, and I don't like to really hold on to the past like that. So like for me, it's just better to not forget and like cut, but like we gotta move forward always. You gotta always move forward. So I wanted to go pro in Rocket League. Yeah, I know. I think we all have a dream of going pro somewhere, but I wanted to go pro in Rocket League, so I transitioned from console into PC. It was very hard. You know, maybe I just got put in the work, but I got a PC to go pro in that, and I realized the dedication and the time it was gonna take for me to do that, and I was like, it was difficult. Fast forward, COVID came, and I was like, man, what do I do? You know, I always wanted to start a business. At the time, I was building all my friends' computers, so I was like, well, let me just document this, because my last regret of doing cars, you know, I didn't do that, so let's just do this. We can grow on YouTube, and it picked up, you know, it picked up, and we got like 1,000 subscribers fast. We got 3,000 fast. And at the time I was working sales and managing for Coca-Cola. Went back to work, and I was like, no, I'm not gonna be able to create content anymore. And wifey was like, no, you are, like, I'll help you. So kind of changed our life. I continued to make content, continued to grow. And then it got to a point, I'm gonna fast forward a lot. It got to a point where I couldn't make content. I positioned myself financially, and I wasn't going to let any of that like hold me back. So I had to do what was responsible and just work, save. And I used my whole savings to buy the camera that I'm shooting on now, the R5. And I told myself, if I'm not gonna make content, let me at least grow into something. And that was a camera, you know, grow into learning the camera, how it operates, and just how it works. And through kind of some of that, I ended up joining an esports team called Team Excluded. Great people, met some great friends, did some really nice stuff with them, you know, and that was kind of just helping me to continue to make content. I ended up leaving because they were just a bunch of streamers, really no one doing YouTube and whatnot. But during that time, I met a group of buddies. Unfortunately, I don't talk to them no more, but we were traveling, went to like Boston, went to Dallas. We ended up going to CES. It was great, you know. And through that time doing the video work and everything, I was not yet fully back into YouTube, but it was still keeping me sharp. I was still learning. Created my LLC, Blast Labs Media LLC, which is basically a video production company. I don't do videos here locally. I try not to, but what I do is, of course, I have my YouTube, and I get a lot of brands that ask for content, and I'm just like, yeah, I'm not gonna put that on my YouTube channel. I don't really want to show the audience that, so I will market in a manner, of course, to make a living. So basically, I just wanted to be professional. I kept my YouTube channel professional. I kept my relationships professional. Shortly after, Elgato reached out to me, and I became an Elgato partner. That's why you see quite a bit more Elgato content. So they've been super good to me. They really love the content. I've been fortunate enough also to work with the marketing team. Super proud that the Elgato Neo launch, you guys have seen, it's their new line, their effortless line that basically makes content creation cheaper and easier for people. And I was able to make marketing videos for them. So when you go on to the website and you look at Stream Deck Neo, those are my videos. Super cool. Gonna continue to work with them. But that's one of the huge successes that I've had. So I've been partner for a year, and I'm actually in the middle of signing a contract for my second year, and it's been great. But during this time, I actually just reached out to a lot more companies because I was like, man, you know, I'm all about creating my life, and I feel like I am creating my life, but am I really choosing the brands I want to work with? I'm just allowing emails to come in. I'm just allowing, like, if a brand comes in, I'm like, yes, no, yes, but I never like actually went out and started searching. So one of the things is like I hit up like 10 different companies. I only heard back from one, but hey, that's okay. But one of the companies is Moza Racing. If you don't know who Moza Racing is, it's a racing sim company. And I was like, hey, you know, let's make some content together. I got a YouTube channel, or I got my business. Ended up doing marketing videos for them now. So I'm on contract to do marketing videos for them. You're gonna see some freaking sick sim racing setups. So we're gonna be doing some of that content here, but more specifically, might not put too much on here on the channel just because that is marketing purposes. I say all of this because those are like just the huge key points that have been happening in my life as far as my content creation. There's been a lot of hurt, there's been a lot of pain, there's been a lot of frustration, there's been a lot of negativity in this as well. I'm just trying to highlight to get you up to speed as far as what's happening in my life. Yeah, we've had some hiccups. The main point of this video is to try and be as transparent with you. Forgive me for not sharing this from the beginning. And again, this isn't about what I'm doing, what I've obtained, or anything like this. This is just for me to share my life with you because I'm much more than just a guy who does tech videos. I'm super passionate. I love music. I'm actually a musician myself. I love cars, gonna be getting back into cars. And I do have a goal and a dream to make this channel so much bigger than like what it is now. And I'm like not trying to cry right now, but the passion that I have in me for this is like I'm not gonna stop, you know. And it's not for the money and it's not for the fame, but because I genuinely love making videos. It's so much fun. And that was one of the biggest things that I've acknowledged because I've been a musician since like I was like 5 years old. I've been playing drums, did music all in middle school, high school and whatnot, and I was just like known as the drummer. And whenever I picked up the camera, it completely shifted who I thought I was, and I really fell in love. And which gets me to my next part of like, what is it that I'm actually gonna make as content? Like, I'm stuck. I'm actually genuinely stuck. Like, I'm gonna continue to do tech, gaming, and whatnot, but I wanna do more. And maybe that's kind of me just sharing my life with you, and maybe I just continue making tech content. But key point here is like, I love filmmaking now. I absolutely love. So that's why you saw the shift in the content, where it's like PC builds, okay, and the way that I formatted it now. And then now I'm doing a lot more cinematography within my actual work because like I want the lighting good, I want the quality great, which brings me to my next part. So like I got this bad boy, you know, and this is one, like this is the Canon C70. For those of you who don't know, this is a cinema camera, and I've used it a few times to make videos. I think I did like the Elgato desk setup video with this, and then I've done a few shorts, but like this was huge. This was like a huge staple within just my business and then with my content creation. So this is like a killer camera. That's how serious I am with this. And people say gear don't matter, and I'm like, yeah, it doesn't, but it actually does. If you're trying to get to that next level like I am, if you're just trying to be like the very best, which I want to be, I want to be like one of those guys, like the people that I look up to, you have to like work at it. You have to learn things, you know, just the way that I learned this camera. It was very easy for me to learn this, but I still have a whole lot more to learn. I'm at a point now with my content that I have to grow. The bandwidth is me. You know, with my journey and my just everyday life with work, you know, I'm still working, but I still want to make content. So I've understood that the bottleneck is me. You know, I can only produce what I can produce working the full-time job. And oh my gosh, forgive me, I have a daughter now. She's 1 year old. That is a whole nother aspect to this. You know, I'm having to be that father, and I want to be there for her, and I want to be able to provide for her and my wife. And that's another reason why I take YouTube so serious, why I take my videos so serious. Having my job and having to produce YouTube content as consistent as possible, it led me to my next part, where it's like, I just hired an editor, guys. Like that is to be able to generate the revenue, you know, not to be like rich or anything, but to be able to like take that next step, because I know one day, like, shoot, I'm trying to buy a Porsche. I'm trying to buy like some Japanese cars too, you know. I'm trying to like do fun stuff. I want to go to different countries and make content, you know what I mean? And I just want to do so much. What I do know is that I have to do everything I can while I'm in these four walls. And that was the next move. I've hired an editor. His name is Andres, and he's phenomenal. He's a filmmaker as well. And the great thing too, you know, I was talking to a lot of other editors, and it was hard because they, of course, they want to charge so much, but they're not here. And I like working side by side. He might even be in some videos in the future. He's got some big goals. He wants to help the channel grow. That's where we're at. We've got an editor. So to wrap up this entire video, let me say this first. I'm now a proud father. My wife and I have been married for 12 years this year. So we got our 1 year old, and I'm an Elgato partner, and I now do marketing for Moza Racing. I've had friends come and go, but ultimately nothing is gonna change my path with where I wanna be with YouTube. This is the road to 1 million subscribers. This is not some just dream. This is the reality that I live in. We set goals and we hit the goals, and we make adjustments whenever we need to make. So I'm just freaking so like thankful for you guys just for staying loyal to me in these 4 years. I know we're at like 6,000 subscribers, and I do take that to heart. You know, I do appreciate every single one of you, because like they say, oh yeah, like I couldn't have done it without you. Like that's so true. It's so true. So from the bottom of my heart, I thank every single one of you for sticking around, for liking, for commenting, and hey, for all you new subscribers too. Like you're a whole new bunch, or a whole new breed of new subscribers. Like it's crazy. Just want to catch you up. That's all. And if you guys have any questions, please hit me up on like Instagram. I'm basically on Instagram 99.9% of my time. Trying to do more with Twitter, Threads, learning it and whatnot. But reach out, follow me, talk with me. I'd like to talk back, and whatever you have. That's where we're at, guys. I'll probably do another update. I don't want this video to be too long. I'm sure it's already long, but thank you so much. Love you.